Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Is Football. Welcome to a match reaction done a day late for reasons that I do not want to state right now. But, unfortunately, couldn't do the match reaction yesterday. But we are here to do the match reaction because we've got to speak on probably our best win of the entire season, probably our best football of the entire season as well. We've got to speak on it, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone watching us right now, every single person watching us right now, please do not forget to slap the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. If you're watching now or on the replay, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so, and keep letting me know your thoughts in the comment section down below as we progress in the video. And we'll try to address as many as possible, my lovely people. And comment section, big up Ravi, big up Tarun, big up Tariq, big up Yuvraj, big up to Captain Sal, my brother Lee Gomder, Uncle Mike, MP, Kadema, Mu'taz, big up to the Red Pill, Ayaroon, big up to James, big up to Anwar, big up to you guys, man. Slap of the like button, subscribe. And let's get into it, man. Liverpool 3-0 Leicester. Big up Indians, Kauser and Abdus. And there's a lot of things really to just speak on from that game by itself, a lot of ideas, and I must speak a little bit on our future as well. So there's a lot to speak on today. So yeah, like the video, subscribe, my lovely people, and let's get the show on the road. Here's the thing now. Liverpool yesterday, certain people, maybe a couple of rival fans, maybe looked at this as maybe like some sort of like hiccup game or something, for Liverpool Football Club. But of course, as we saw yesterday, they were all proven wrong. Liverpool absolutely demolished Leicester City by 3-0. And to be honest, Leicester were lucky that it only was 3-0. That could have easily been 4 or 5 with ease. With ease could have been, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could have actually absolutely battered them. But I think maybe we're a little bit nonchalant sometimes in front of goal. Salah could have scored, Gakpo could have scored, multiple people could have scored as well. So, we could have easily won that game by an even bigger margin than we won it. But this shows how great the performance was. And before I even get to the players, let me just say something that maybe usually I don't say, but I want to big up the fans. The away fans singing Firmino's name, the away fans making their presence known at the King Power Stadium, the away fans singing from start to finish. So you've got to as well give respect to the fan base who traveled all the way, even the people who are local to the city of Leicester, because they put on an absolute show in the game as fans. Now, when it comes to the whole situation regarding Liverpool, the game, let me get into the game first. First of all, let me make general statements before I go into individual performances. The people who say earlier on in the season, people came to me, start saying stuff like, we should sell Mo Salah. We should sell Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'm sick and tired of Trent. I am sick and tired of Fabinho. I am sick and tired of Mo Salah. I am sick and tired of all of these guys. And my response was a response that kept the same energy for all the world-class players in our team. I kept the same energy. I always said, guys, let us keep the good players, surround them with other good players, and then if that doesn't work, that is when I will consider selling these players. People come to me, start chatting the most BS, start talking about, wanting to sell Mo Salah. Mo Salah is about to hit 20 Premier League goals. He's already on 10 assists in probably one of his worst seasons, which is mad. The fact that this is a bad season for him. Same thing for Virgil van Dijk. People come up here say, I want Virgil van Dijk sold. He doesn't care anymore, blah, 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 blah. And now you look at it, you're like, man, like, people who said that were wrong all along. And that's why I always say, man, look, when you have a team, the way Liverpool have this current team built and everything, I don't know how you watch Liverpool Football Club and go like, I want to sell Mo Salah. I want to sell Virgil van Dijk. I want to sell Trent Alexander-Arnold. I really don't know how you put yourself in that position to begin with, because there's clearly much bigger problems in the team before you even get to these players. And I've always said, listen, I've always backed these players. These players, eventually, we're all going to turn up. Eventually, Mo Salah's going to become Mo Salah again. Virgil van Dijk was going to become Virgil van Dijk again. Trent Alexander-Arnold was going to go back to his levels again. This is the thing now. So like these players were always going to go back to their real level again and again and again. So like we can't sit up here and start talking about stuff like, you know, selling the likes of Mo, selling the likes of other great players, world-class players who have done it year in, year out in this league. If Mo Salah hits 20 goals, this is the 5th season running, and he's already our top goal scorer as well. So, like, you know, one more time, Mo Salah, Virgil, Trent, Alisson, these class players. Let me sell the crap ones first, and after I sell the crap ones, I will look at you know, selling the good ones. Big up Ryan for the super chat. I'm gonna read it out in a sec. Now let's get on to the game. And you know, there is a conversation that people want me to have and have been begging for all this time, the whole Curtis Jones stuff. Here's the thing with Curtis Jones, right? First of all, to all the journalists, all the reporters who are already starting with the same BS, like, oh my God, Curtis Jones could save Liverpool millions this summer. Curtis Jones, you know, his form could save Liverpool a lot of millions. First of all, let me ask you a question. Why are you trying to save billionaires' money? Second of all, since when do we make long-term decisions based on 5-6 games? I'm not trying to hear he's like a new signing. I'm not trying to hear any of that crap. I'm going to be sorry with you. Listen, Curtis Jones has been by far our best midfielder over the last 5-6 games. That does not erase what has happened this entire year. This does not erase the position that we're in. And by the way, even if we get top 4, take your mind back to August. If I came up here and I said, guys, Liverpool are going to be fighting for top 4 in May, you would have all laughed at me. You'd have called me negative. You'd have called me pessimistic. You'd have said, oh my God, Hussam, top 4 is a formality. We are 100% getting top 4. How can you say Liverpool Football Club are going to be fighting for top 4? And now look at us. So now let's not turn this entire season and you know, everything that's happened and how much we've collapsed this season and how, you know, despicable we've played at times this season to now sit up here and start talking about long-term solutions based on 4 or 5 games. No, Curtis Jones should not save Liverpool millions. Curtis Jones is not a long-term solution. Curtis Jones is a squad player. Curtis Jones is a squad player. That's the truth. He's played really well the last 5-6 games. At best, he is going to become a squad player for Liverpool. Curtis Jones' recent form should not change a single thing for the summer transfer window. Should not change a single thing. We still need 3 midfielders. We still need a centre-back. Let's cut the crap here. We're going to sign McAllister, inshallah. I'm very confident in that deal. We're going to get McAllister. After McAllister, we still need 2 midfielders besides McAllister. So we sit up here and say all this wild crap for no reason whatsoever. Why? It's the same thing last season when Jurgen was like, Harvey Elliott is going to be like a new signing. Like, no, Jurgen, he's not going to be a new signing. Curtis Jones is a great backup midfielder. I'm not saying we should sell him. Okay, keep him. He's played his way into changing people's minds. You know, now I think he should be kept in the squad. I'm not going to say let's sell him. But at the end of the day, we can't sit up here after what we have went through this season and how crap we've been this season and start talking about apologies and saving Liverpool millions. No. We need 3 midfielders. We need a centre-back. Full stop. Full stop. That is what we need this summer, regardless of Curtis Jones' form. So Curtis Jones yesterday played a fantastic game, scored 2 unbelievable goals. The second one even better than the first. So, you know, he gets into dangerous positions, scores 2 goals. Very happy for him. Very happy that, you know, the Leicester fans were singing anti-Scouse songs and then the 2 Scousers dunked on their head top. That's what I really like as well. As when it pertains to the others, Mo Salah. What a performance, Mo Salah, man. And, you know, people get on to me because they think I have a problem with people missing chances. I'm not going to mention his name because people get annoyed. But, you know, like, I have no problem with players missing chances if they impact a game of football. Forget the 3 assists. Forget the 3 assists ever existed. Some of the passes that Mo Salah was playing were absolutely unbelievable in that game. Mo Salah was in his creative bag yesterday. And he was creating plenty of opportunities for all the players around him. And this goes back to the impact that a player can have. You can miss chances. I'm not going to say his name. You can miss chances. You can, miss one-on-ones. It happens. But if you impact the game like Mo Salah did, you can't come out of the game and say, oh my God, he missed a chance. Because the way that Mo Salah impacted that game, he impacted it on an extremely high level, even without the assists. So you've got to give him massive props for that performance, because yesterday, for me, those first 2 goals we scored, that first pass, you watch that first goal again, Curtis Jones is still 15 yards behind where he needs to be. But Mo Salah still crosses it into that dangerous position, anticipating that, man like Curtis is going to be there. And this is the thing now with Mo. That second goal as well. I don't know players, maybe wingers, maybe in the entire league, maybe you could count on one hand, that can play that pass. First time pass into the feet of Curtis Jones, 2-0. This is the stuff that I talk about. Like, this is why you always have to trust in the world-class players to turn it on and perform. This is why. Unbelievable performance from Mo. Now, let's talk about the only current youth project, in the words of ads, that we 100% should be backing, and that is Project Trent Alexander-Arnold. That is the project, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, Trent. He's my favorite player for a reason, and I'm running out of adjectives to describe Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'm actually running out of adjectives. Honestly, I'm genuinely running out of adjectives to describe Trent. What a player. What a performance. Trent Alexander-Arnold. And you want to hear the truth? Trent, when he plays like this, he hits these levels, no right back in the world is speaking to him. Call me reactionary, say whatever you want, get angry, cry more. No right back in the world, when Trent is at this level, is hitting these levels. He's simply above and beyond everyone else. In this new inverted role. And by the way, I'm not going to change the energy now for Trent, that we don't have for others. Because all year long, we called Zinchenko a inverted fullback. Last season, we called Cancelo a fullback. So now we're not going to sit up here now and because it's Trent and call him a midfielder. No, he's playing inverted. So he's a right back. And when he's hitting these levels, no one touches him. It's the truth. He's just on a different level to everyone else. He's on a next level to everyone else. So we've got to big up Trent. And before I get on to the ugly, let me just carry on with one more player. I think I'm going to give him credit, and that is actually 2. First of all, Alisson Becker. Thank God he's our goalkeeper. Thank God Alisson Becker is Liverpool Football Club goalkeeper. I wouldn't trade him for anyone in the world. I really wouldn't. This guy consistently saving us points week in, week out. And by far, the best goalkeeper in the league and the best goalkeeper in the world. Like, unbelievable player. Unbelievable. Second guy I want to give credit to is a guy that also missed a couple of chances, but that's Cody Gakpo. Because I thought Cody Gakpo's all-round game was on it. Like, Cody Gakpo was on it yesterday. He didn't score, yes, and he should have scored a couple of times, but Cody Gakpo is him when it comes to that number 9 spot. And the fact that we only signed him for 30-something million is unbelievable, because I actually see him being a massive, large part of our future going forward. And we've got to give credit to Cody, man. Unbelievable. Big up to Ryan. Trent, generational Arnold, Ballon d'Or winner 2024. Virgil van Dijk actually trying to defend. Coutinho, Jones, useful squad player. Salah, playmaker. Love this channel. Love you, Ryan. And thank you so much once again for another super chat, my brother. I appreciate you so much for all the support you've shown me this month. You're the real MVP. And I agree with everything you said in the super chat. Except Ballon d'Or. I think, like, for a right back to win Ballon d'Or, he's got to be like, I don't know what he's got to be doing. Like maybe he needs to score like 15 goals, have like 30 assists or something to win that. But man, Trent yesterday, what a performance. And with Curtis, I've already given him the prop. I'm not going to sit up here and apologize. I'm not going to sit up here and go like, oh my God, Curtis Jones, apology. Oh my God, I'm going to apologize. Blah, blah, blah. No. I'm going to apologize for nothing. I am not going to apologize for a single thing. I'm just simply not. Because 5 games is not enough to change my mind on any player. It's just the truth. I'm not going to sit up here and change my mind on players based on 5 games. As when it pertains to Salah being a playmaker, there is still people in 2023 who call Mo Salah only a goal scorer. All you have to do is just go on Twitter, search Salah goal scorer, and it'll tell you all you need to know. People in this channel itself, people who come on this channel call Salah a goal scorer only. You see the Salah's playmaking like attributes and the stuff that he does in the final third, and you're like, man, what a guy. Thank you, Ryan, once again. Amin says, would you trade Alisson for Ederson? Ederson elite. First of all, Ederson's not elite. Second of all, Ederson needs to win the Ramsdale conversation first before we get him, to the Alisson conversation. I think there's 3 goalkeepers above everyone else in the world right now, and that is Alisson, Courtois, Magnan, and when he comes back, Manuel Neuer. Those are the 4 that are just like tier A of goalkeepers. The others, I'm sorry, Ederson, his shot stopping just not at that level at all. But thank you so much for the super chat. And I wouldn't trade Alisson for any member of the City squad, Haaland included. So big up Amin, big up Ryan. Guys, there's 130 people watching us. We ain't even on 50 likes yet. Everyone watching us right now, slap the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single person watching us right now, like the video. Subscribe to This Is Football if you're ready to do so. Big up to Ryan. Big up to Amin for the super chats. Most importantly is you all like and subscribe. Guys, we can't have 130 people watching us not even on 50 likes. Slap that like button now. Subscribe to This Is Football. The road to 13K continues. Like and subscribe now, my lovely people. Slap up that button. So here's the thing now. Before I get into the ugly, there's a guy I forgot to kind of speak on, and that's Fabinho. And here's the thing. Make no mistake, I don't do agendas. I think Fabinho had a fantastic game yesterday, and he's probably been good for a little bit. And he is a world-class player heading into this season. I think we've ran Fabinho into the ground. That's the problem. And, here's the thing with Fabinho. I still would 100%, I would still sign a CDM this summer. I still think like a DM this summer is very important. However, I trust in Fabinho that maybe if you give him 2 next to him, he would turn it on. But we do need a DM though. And I go back to the quadruple season last season, last year. It was well documented that Thiago Alcantara and Fabinho had to take steroid injections in their knees to play the Champions League final. And this is the thing for me, like, you sit up here and you think, what if we just rotated Fabinho a bit more, rotated Thiago a bit more? We could have went into that game and won it. And this has been the problem all along, which is squad depth. And this is where if Curtis keeps playing at that level, we need to rest McAllister next season. I'm all for it. So, like, I really respect, this whole situation regarding Fabinho, and I respect him as a player, and he's absolutely fantastic for us. Like, prime Fabinho was easily the best DM in the world, but like, it just doesn't make me sit up here and forget everything that's went on this season for me to go like, no, we don't need a DM. I still think we need a DM. So yeah. So here's the thing. There's 2 people that just have been sticking out like a sour thumb, for the last, I'd say 5-6 games. There's still 2 people in this team that just absolutely suck, man. Like, God. There's still 2 people. There's still 2 people. Jordan Brian Henderson and Andrew Robertson. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I really don't know. Like, there's a guy that came on the halftime show yesterday. Big up Mike. He came up on the show and he said, like, in this new system, Henderson is bad. In the old system, he was pitiful. And when you have to describe your player as being pitiful, that by itself is a bad description. And you watch Henderson, and it's honestly like painful to watch at this rate. And this goes to the people who keep saying, like, oh my God, Curtis Jones means we don't need to sign a midfielder, blah, blah, blah. Bro, injuries exist in football. Injuries exist in football. And if I sign 3 midfielders, one of them gets injured, the last thing I want to see, the absolute last thing I want to see on the pitch, last thing I want to see on the pitch in 2023-2024 season is Jordan Henderson. The absolute last thing I want to see is Henderson. And it's getting to the stage where I'm just sat here like, you're not even as athletic enough. You're not even as physical enough. You know, you're not really doing anything. And it's just like, bro, I don't know what it is with Henderson, man. Like, he just can't carry on. He just can't. Like, I just don't even see a world in which he's a rotational player. I really don't even see him being a rotational player for us. It's getting to the stage where I genuinely don't even see him rotating. Like, how can you be a rotational player in this team? I just sit up here and go like, okay, let's just assume. We sign McAllister, we sign Ugarte, for example, right? Ugarte gets injured, God forbid. And, the day after, we have to think about replacements for the next game, and Henderson pulls up. I just see us making the same mistakes, fam, over and over again. Like, it's just the same stuff. Like, this is why depth matters, man. Like, you watch Man City, they rest Kevin De Bruyne, they play Gundogan. And you're just sat here going like, bro, it's just like, I've actually run out of adjectives or thoughts to display how bad Henderson is. But he can't even, like, I don't even see him being 6th option, 7th option. Honestly, like, he just doesn't get on the pitch for me. I'd rather Curtis, hell, I'd rather Fabio, I'd rather, like, 100 people. Like, it's getting to the stage where you're like, man, this guy is not athletic. He can't run, he can't pass, he can't shoot, can't do all of that. Like, what are we doing? And then you go to Robertson and you're like, Robertson, do you understand the objective of this new system? Like, do you actually get what we're doing in this new system, or do you still not get it? That's what I'm asking Robertson. Because I'm sat here like, bro, this ain't 2019 anymore. Why are we still like crossing it into the box like we used to? This is a totally different animal. And I know these are 2 of Klopp's children, man like Robertson, man like Henderson. They're probably his 2 favorite children after his first child, Lallana, left. But still, like, it's honestly like, I just don't even see Henderson being rotated. I'm not putting Robertson and Henderson in the same caliber at all. I think Robertson is 100% important for us, and I see him being a part of the plans going forward. But when it comes to Henderson, Lord Almighty, Henderson is just, yesterday's performance, he was absolutely horrible. Like, you just know when you watch a game of football and one guy is just worse than everyone else, and that was him. And this he is exactly why we need a midfielder. And I think here's my ideal world. We sign 3 midfielders, we sign a center back, and our rotational options in midfield are the 3 midfielders. You've got Fabinho, you've got Thiago, you've got Curtis Jones. Those are the 6. I'm happy with that. You know, let's assume for this, like I think we're gonna get McAllister. So if we get McAllister, you know, you need to rest McAllister 2-3 games. You play Curtis Jones. I'm cool with that. You know, you need to rest Ugarte or Fabinho, blah blah blah, interchange them. All good with that as well. Even if you need to play Curtis Jones on the right to rest whoever we sign on the right, I'm good with that as well. I just don't see Henderson as being part of the rotation even. So maybe we just keep him around just because he's part of the homegrown quota and we don't have to go sign an English player or whatever. But it's just getting to the stage where it's actually horrible to watch at this point. And, you know, I just don't know what it is with people who keep defending him consistently. You know, I need to go speak to Specsavers, ask them for a promo code under, you know, Don Hussam 6. Maybe will help you guys buy glasses to actually start watching the games. I don't know how you watch Liverpool Football Club play football and go like, oh my God, it's a Henderson agenda. Like, there is genuinely zero agenda. The guy's just done. He's just done. There is nothing he can do at a footballing level that helps us, and he don't even have the athleticism anymore. So, yeah, it's the unfortunate truth, man. It's the unfortunate truth. And another guy I want to speak on a little bit, maybe in terms of wasn't as good as the others, is Luis Diaz. Here's the thing with Luis Diaz. Sometimes I just wish Luis Diaz took a few more risks. You know, I thought he was okay yesterday. He was not like horrible or anything, but I just think sometimes you need to take more risks. And Diaz, you're good at dribbling. Attack the fullback, Habibi. You know, like, I just want to see him attack the fullback a bit more. You know, even if it doesn't work out, just try a couple of risks, man. Like, I really like Diaz, and I see him actually as our starting left winger 100%. And I, of course, respect that he's back from injury, so I'm not going to like lay into him or anything. But Diaz, for me, I just want him to take a little bit more risks, man. Like, just take a bit more risks, dribble at the fullback, etc. And we have to keep in mind he has come back from injury. That's why we'll give him a little bit of leeway. But I think Diaz himself will tell you his performance yesterday wasn't his level. Like, he needs to do a bit better. And I think he will do better. And he's slowly coming back from injury, all of that. And of course, we wish him an unbelievable recovery. We hope he's even better than what he was. But sometimes I just want to see him be a bit more direct, a bit more dynamic, a bit more offensive, a bit more like, you know, just take a couple of risks. That's basically what I'm saying on Luis Diaz. But I think Luis Diaz is definitely, for me, my left winger, like, going forward. 100% he's my left winger going forward. So let me address the super chats now. Before I address the super chats, everyone watching us right now, slap the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single person watching us right now, please like, subscribe. The road to 13k continues. We are approaching it. Remember, we're going to be doing the Milan derby as well, watch along. We've got the Man City Real Madrid watch along, inshallah. We've got the Brighton game this Thursday. So we've got so much content coming your way. So make sure you slap the subscribe button, hit that notification bell as well, and make sure you slap up the like button. There's 170 people watching us, minimum 100 likes, guys. Slap the like button, subscribe. Special shout out to Balaji, Red Pill, Faceless, Nidal, Felipe, Amin, and Ryan for the super chats. Let me address the super chats now. But as I said, guys, like the video, subscribe now, and love you all. So, super chats. Felipe, of course, is being sarcastic. For the people who are unaware, Felipe is a Bayern Munich fan. He says Mane is better than Salah. Mane to LFC summer 2023. You know, this is just kind of, I'm going to be honest with you, sometimes on social media, it's just so annoying. People just be repeating the same stuff over and over again. Like, oh my God, would you take Mane back at Liverpool? You want to hear the truth? This is the God honest truth. I wouldn't take Lallana back. I wouldn't take Mane back. I wouldn't take Coutinho back. I wouldn't take anyone back. I wouldn't take Emre Can back. Even Emre Can's been good for Dortmund. I still don't take him back because I just don't want us to keep looking back. If you're driving, you keep looking at the back mirror, you're going to hit the guy in front of you. We have to start looking forward, planning for plan B, you know, for you know, part B, if you would like, not plan B of this whole Klopp era, because we can't sit up here and keep saying, would you take this guy back, that guy back? No, they were sold for a reason. I think selling Mane was the right decision. Sometimes it's not all about just criticize the club and the manager. No, I think selling Mane was the right decision. I just think his replacement wasn't ready. Nidal says English players, Habibi. I can't lie, Curtis Jones played good, but his scou's not English, so you have a point. But Curtis Jones played good. You know, and I have no problem with the English players. I have no problem with us even signing English players. People think like I have an agenda against English players. I really don't. If we signed Jacob Ramsey, I'd celebrate it. If we signed Declan Rice, I'd celebrate it. You know, there's many of these English players. If we sign, I'd be happy. If we go steal Bukayo Saka from Arsenal, I ain't gonna complain. You know, We signed Trippier as Trent backup. I ain't gonna complain. There's so many examples of fantastic English players that I would be more than happy to sign. Harry Kane. If you get me Harry Kane this summer, I ain't gonna sit up here and complain. So there's many good English players. It's not an English problem for me. We 100% need a left back. Robbo can't cross at all. Poor. For me, it's not even a crossing thing with Robbo. Here's the thing. The reason why I spoke on Robbo from the back four is I don't think Robertson is playing well in the new system. That's my thing. So I look at like the new system and the way where we want to play right now, and I just don't see Robertson working as that faceless London. That's kind of my biggest problem with Robertson. Is in this new system, does Robertson work? That is the question. And yesterday when I was doing the watch along, I was like, Robertson accurate cross challenge, because his crossing was way off. But man, I ain't gonna push the gun that quick on the left back right now. I'm just looking at other positions. Nidal says, I love number 14 because he let me burn a lot of calories every time he touches the ball. Hey, there's another super chat after you that I'm gonna read that thinks that this is some sort of agenda, and I'm gonna respond to it on that. But it's actually painful to watch. It's actually painful to watch. Can't really do anything at the level, can't really do anything at the level, of midfielders that we're trying to get, which is pass, shoot, dribble, create, like all of these things, tackle even. And his athleticism isn't there. That's the problem. So usually he even used to rely maybe a little bit on his athleticism, him running up and down. I don't even see him being as athletic now. He's almost like 3-4 steps behind every time. That's the truth. Thank you so much, Nidal. And big up again, who's back with another super chat. He says, and if you need to rest the midfielder, just play with 10 players and keep 14 out. We'll be fine. I can't lie, man. I honestly do not know how you watch Liverpool Football Club and you think that this is an agenda. And I'm going to address now the super chat after you, as I said. But for me, here's the thing, right? 3 midfielders, Fabinho, Thiago, Curtis. I'm good. I don't see Henderson being part of the rotation. The only way I see Henderson playing football for us next season is if we qualify to the Europa League. If we're in the Europa League next season, then, I have no problem playing him against Victoria Pills and, in the group stages. I couldn't care less, to be honest with you. So, that's the only place I see him playing. But right here, right now, it's just getting painful, man. And this is the guy I've been talking about. I am sorry, but you are a little bit. Thank you, the Red Pill, for the super chat. Despite our disagreements, don't worry. This is not a channel where we move like North Korea. You can always have your own opinion, and we will respect it. I'm sorry, but you're a little bit harsh with Hendo. I hate him so much, but yesterday he was better than Diaz. But here's my thing, the Red Pill. When I spoke on the quote-unquote ugly, which is the 3 players that I thought maybe should have played better yesterday, I mentioned Diaz as well. I said he should take more risks, etc. But here's my rebuttal now to that point, the Red Pill. Diaz is back from injury. He's just come back from injury. And Diaz, pre his injury, was playing really well for us. With Henderson, I can't say the same. It's not an get back from injury situation. It's not a situation where he's coming back to full fitness. Fit or not, he's not playing well. So what can I say? At the start of the season, Fulham, when he's at his peak fitness, had preseason everything, he's played like crap from that game. I genuinely do not remember a single Henderson good game this season. So it's really not an agenda, man. It's really not an agenda. Balaji says, links are done with Curtis. Prop up now. Big up, man. Balaji, thank you so much for the super chat. And here's the thing. That's why I had a go at the reporter yesterday. I think it was Miguel Delaney or whoever. That's why I had a go at him. I'm not going to sit up here and accept and forget the entirety of the season. Guys, there's a reason why we're 5th. There is a reason why we're 5th. I'm not going to rely on the same players that let me down. Big up the Red Pill. I'm not going to rely on the same people that let me down to get me out of the position I'm in. That's the thing. I see Curtis as being part of the rotation. I see him being a squad player. I see him coming on and changing games. If McAllister needs rest next season, start Curtis. I have no problem. But don't come up here and start promoting Curtis as the solution. That's number 1. Number 2, when it comes to this summer, And this is the other part which I'm going to get into. So let me just keep up the super chat. Big up to Balaji, Red Pill, Faceless London, Nidal, Felipe, Amin, and Ryan for the super chats. Everyone watching us right now, we are approaching 100 likes and approaching 13k subscribers. So please slap the like button now. Subscribe to This Is Football if you're ready to do so. Big up everyone who sent in a super chat. All the people who show us love and support. Make sure you all slap the likes. Make sure you all subscribe to This Is Football right now. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Like, subscribe, as I said. If Liverpool Football Club have any shame about them, if Liverpool Football Club have an ounce of shame, whatever happens, even if we qualify for the Champions League, even if Man United have a meltdown, Newcastle have a meltdown, we qualify, it shouldn't change a single thing for the summer. Because these last 4, 5, 6, 7 games do not change Napoli, Real Madrid, Champions League, Premier League, Forest, Leeds, City away, all Bournemouth away, all the crap performances does not get changed because Curtis Jones has had 6 good games. Sometimes we need to look at ourselves and recognize there is a reason why we are crap. And this is why I got onto the reporter yesterday. What has put me in this position to begin with is this huggy, lovey-dovey culture. Sometimes it's not about hugs and kisses. In life in general, in your relationship, with your wife, sometimes you've got to sit up here and have real conversations. With yourself, you need to have real conversations. Not every time give yourself a pat at the back. If you're on a diet and all you do is cheat days, you ain't ever going to lose weight. You have to be also realistic and objective with the situation. Curtis Jones should play a part next season. Curtis Jones should be a part of the squad. I see Curtis Jones starting if we need to rest McAllister. No problem with that whatsoever. But I'm not going to sit up here now and ignore the 7 months before these last month and a half. Because these 7 months happened too, you know. The 7 months happened too. 3 new midfielders. Fabinho, Thiago, Curtis. Those are the 6 options. That's it. The others, I'm sorry, cannot play a part in this midfield. They can't. They cannot. Categorically, they cannot. Let's start playing players who are good enough. Look at Manchester City. They are the measuring stick because that's where I'm trying to get. That's what I'm trying to get to. That's the level I'm trying to reach because I'm trying to win the Premier League. You look at the levels we're trying to get and us just hugging each other all the time and going like, oh my God, Curtis is going to save us millions, isn't going to get us anywhere. This is the thing. So we cannot, and by the way, in a science experiment, if you were to do a science experiment and you get 5 results that are different from the other 95 results, you cannot use the 5 results as the measuring stick. You actually use the 95 as the measuring stick. Because for the large chunk of the season, we've been crap. Let's cut the crap here. We've been rubbish. So it shouldn't change anything for the summer. I could easily see Curtis playing 15, 20 games next season, 100%. Same Fabinho, same with Thiago. But these are the same players that let me down anyway. So I'm not going to rely on them now to bring me up. That's why I need something new to work with. And this is where I keep the same energy. You ask me, Hussam, why do we need a centre back? Konate is injury prone. Van Dijk's injury prone. Matip and Gomez have. So I can't sit up here and rely on them to change my fortunes, change my future going forward. I really can't. Because they're the reason I'm here anyway. And I see people mentioning his name. And by the way, this proves my point further. What is the reason why Bajcetic is injured? I'll wait. Talk to me. Why is Stefan Bajcetic injured? No problem. Tell me. Why? Why is Bajcetic injured? Because we took a 19-year-old and ran him into the ground. I absolutely love Stefan Bajcetic. And I see Stefan Bajcetic as a part of Liverpool's future going forward 100 million%. But I'm not going to take a 19-year-old and play him every single game. When Bajcetic first played for us, he played and then he started and then again and again and again and again and again. Boom, injury. This is the thing. You run players into the ground that way. And I have an unpopular opinion that you guys are not going to like, but I couldn't care less because we're here to discuss these opinions. I think Stefan Bajcetic is so good, he can play the 8 as well. Cry more. That is how much I like Bajcetic. He's so good. He's so good, I think he can play in the 8 as well. But at the same time, I'm not going to run him into the ground. I'm not going to ask a 19-year-old, Bajcetic, you're my solution. Here are the keys to the kingdom, Bajcetic. You're going to take me to the promised land. No. Bajcetic should be eased in, play 15 games next season, step by step, man. We need to stop running people into the ground. How many players have we run into the ground as Liverpool Football Club? Guys, Fabinho is only 30. He looks about 37 because we play him every game. You've got to stop running players into the ground. There's a reason why KDB and Haaland and other City players are fresh and ready to go like hungry wolves every May. So that's the thing. And people asking, who do I blame for it? Klopp, of course. Klopp started Bajcetic every single time, so he has to take accountability. And this is why I've always kept the same energy. Listen, I'll blame Klopp when required. I'll blame FSG when required. I'll blame Salah when required. I'll blame Trent when required. I'll blame whoever when it is. You guys know me. I keep the same energy. I blame people who deserve to get blamed. Full stop. So for me, I really like Bajcetic, but I'm not going to now give him the keys and go like, Bajcetic, you're my solution. No. Chill. He's 19. Let him grow. Let him become that guy. But if I play him week in, week out, every single week, every single game, I'm going to run him into the ground and then I can't use him at all. So I don't want that to happen. So I want to protect Bajcetic. And, I look at the centre-back location. I've already explained it. And this goes back. There's one final question I want to ask. But before I do that, let me just address the super chats. Tyler, that's a massive super chat. And thank you for the support. And you have been nothing but a brother to me since I've started this channel. And you always do timestamps. But don't be an asshole and start this whole happy birthday crap. It's not my birthday. My birthday is 20th May. 4 days away from my birthday. Don't be an asshole. 20th May is my birthday. Don't Tom Little me. It ain't my birthday, brother. It's Tom Little's birthday every day. My birthday is 20th May. But I love you so much, man. Tyler Jones, thank you so much for the support. Love for the love. The Red Pill says, we should buy 2 midfielders and 1 centre-back regardless of Jones and Trent playing CM. Thank you. I heard so much BS from top reds that we are done with summer transfers. That's the thing, man. That's the thing. Like, we got into this position to begin with because of said players, right? Here's the thing. Because of said players, we got into this position. I'm not going to rely on said players to get me out of the position, which is why I say 3 midfielders and 3 rotational options from what we have done. Also, by the way, look at another one. We sit up here and we say Henderson, blah, 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 and I understand Henderson's crap. Thiago Alcantara. When is Thiago ever going to be fit? What is this? Injury. So for next season, when I count my depth, I'm not going to count Thiago and count him seriously. You know why? Because he's always injured. By definition, I'm not going to rely on a player that's always injured. The same way I don't rely on Ox, and I don't rely on Keita, and I don't rely on any of these guys. I want to use Thiago smartly. How about an idea? Let us use Thiago Alcantara with our brains. Let us use him smartly. How about we don't play Thiago week in, week out? How about we stop asking a Ferrari to be driven like a Toyota? Thank you so much, the Red Pill, man. Selection says, growing feeling Klopp will robo LCB and get an RCB badge. Perfect for pivot. As a lone DM, nah, he'd be good next. I agree with you completely, Selection. But do you agree that also I can't go into next season with Bajcetic as prime option because he will be run into the ground, you guys? Man, come on, he's 19. I can't play him Saturday, Wednesday, Sunday, Tuesday. I can't. He's 19. His body hasn't even developed fully yet. I cannot rely on him solely. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. I love Bajcetic, but I just don't think he works as the main option. He's way too young. Let him develop first. But thank you so much, Selection, and I really like him. And as when it comes to the LCB, RCB, I can't lie, for the first time you've actually used your brain, which I appreciate. I think there is a possibility of what you say, which is just go with Robertson because he's at least reliable defensively, which he is, and then possibly buy someone to play on the right. This is your thinking. Klopp for sure thinks otherwise, says Balaji, and this is what I'm going to address now because I'm going to speak on Klopp a little bit here because, you know, I'm not like unfair. I have to be fair. Tyler Adams, the chosen one. Okay, guys, let's show Selection that this is not a Hussam agenda. Right now, slap the like button, subscribe, and tell me, you know, is Hussam wrong or is Selection wrong? Would you take Tyler Adams at Liverpool Football Club? Talk to me, people. No life stories, no paragraphs, yes or no. Would you take Tyler Adams at Liverpool Football Club? Comments, yes, no, done. No, no, yes, no, yes. Yes, yes, no, no. Who's Tyler Adams? Who's this? Even worse. No, no. Yes, no, hell no. No, ban Selection. It's not an agenda. Tyler Adams is also not that guy. He really is not that guy. Let's not sit up here and now do Tyler Adams prop Selection. You know he's not that guy. People are even asking who. You know how embarrassing that is? People asking who Selection. Can you imagine? Come on, man. Nidal says no. Everyone just... See, he don't even know who he is. This is the guy that you project as the solution. And by the way, Selection thinks Tyler Adams is better for us than Manuel Ugarte. Oh, see? There you are. There you are. Once again, let us disprove Selection one more time. Let us prove him wrong for the second time running. Comment section. You only have one option. Either Adams or Ugarte. Who you taking? Go on. No life stories, no paragraphs. You can either have Selection. You can either have Tyler Adams or Ugarte. Choose one. Simple. Ugarte. Troll says Adams. Ugarte. I'm the crazy one somehow. You know what's crazy, Selection? Messi FC is agreeing with you. And you already know what Messi FC is. Come on, man. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Have some self-awareness, Selection. Anyway, everyone watching right now, listen, we need to hit 100 likes. Make sure you slap the like button. Make sure you all subscribe to the channel. Big up to Selection. Big up to Tyler Jones, Balaji, Red Pill, Faceless London, Nidal, Felipe, Amin, and Ryan for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Big up to every single person who sends in a super chat. All the people have shown us all the love and support. You guys are elite. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you slap the likes. Make sure you all subscribe, Habibis. Now, so... moving on, there's a guy we must address, and this part Selection is gonna love. You know, I am regarded as Klopp Defense League. And Jurgen, you know I love you. I'm looking right at this camera. Jurgen, I love you. You know I love you, Jurgen. But at the same time, Habibi, number one, why the hell did you wait this long for you to try this new system? Why? Why, Jurgen? Why? Jurgen, why did you wait until it was basically, we were over and out for you to try this inverted crap? Why? And this is the thing that gets on my last nerve with Jurgen. Jurgen, bro. Jurgen. I love you, Jurgen, but why? Why you wait so long, man? Jurgen, sometimes try some different stuff. You stubborn old man. Try something, my brother. Why? Why did you wait this long, Jurgen? If Jurgen Klopp changed this inverted stuff just 4 or 5 games before, we'd have been comfortable in the top 4 now. Just 4 or 5 games before, we'd have been comfortable in top 4. Jurgen, what are you doing, my brother? Habibi Jurgen, but why? Why? Just try something different, please. More than you believe, just try something different. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, hell. But try something different. Why are we always doing the same stuff, man? Why are we always doing the same stuff? I'm so happy he tried some different stuff. So happy. And Jurgen, I'm looking at you again. Jurgen Klopp. Please don't make the same mistake this summer that you made last summer. Do not look at Joe Gomez and Matip and say, nah, we're good. Don't do an interview with the Anfield rap where Neil is looking at you like you're his wife. Don't do an interview with Redman TV where they sit up there and they kiss your ass all the time. It's time to make the right decisions, Jurgen. Don't tell me I'm good at centre back. Don't tell me I'm good at midfield. For the love of Allah. Please, Jurgen. Please. I get it. You did the inverted thing. It worked. Thank you. But we can't. We cannot. More than you believe, we cannot. We cannot hear a Jurgen Klopp press conference in which he refers to Curtis Jones as a new signing. We simply can't. Because he ain't a new signing. He's been there. Let's not sit up here now and start lying. Let's cut the crap. I feel like MJ when he was talking about drugs. Nidal, Jurgen deserves criticism, man. Don't forget, Hussam, we had a lot of injuries that wouldn't work at the time. You say wouldn't work, but I've always said, here's my thing. If you keep doing something over and over and over and over and over and over again and it doesn't work, try something different. And I will always reference you, Nidal, and everyone who watch us, back to the Everton game that happened earlier on this season. We didn't win that game. Jurgen tried Elliott and Carvalho as the 2 8s. I did not criticize Jurgen Klopp once for that. Because my logic is always, if my manager tries something different and it doesn't work, I'm good with it. Wallahi, I'm good with it. Try something different. It doesn't work, no problem. But don't do the same stuff that didn't work over and over and over again. Come on, man. Come on, Nidal. Come on, man. Even with injuries, bro, play someone else. I don't care. Play Carvalho in the Curtis Jones role. It's a forward role anyway. Big up to you, Nidal. Big up Ryan, who says, apparently we aren't in for Ugarte. This club is the shambles. We need a DM, and he's a top quality DM who's affordable. Fabinho is not good enough now. Let me explain something to you. Don't listen to these LFC reporters all the time. I'll take you guys back. January. Space. On Twitter. Pipe Sierra, the Colombian reporter, reports that Luis Diaz is going to join Liverpool Football Club. James Pearce denies it. All the other journalists deny it. And then we literally sign Luis Diaz. You need to understand, a lot of the time, Ryan, with these sources you get from Uruguay and from, from Portugal, from etc., they really can be a lot more accurate than the local sources because they're speaking about source country. Here's the thing. There is a possibility that Ugarte does become a Liverpool player this summer. I'm not listening to Neil Jones. I'm not listening to any of the guys who deny interest. You cannot deny interest. Interest in Ugarte. I'm sitting here right now. I challenge any reporter to deny interest in Ugarte because they're lying. 100% there is interest in Ugarte. 100 million% there is interest. But we just wait. Price tag, blah, blah, blah. We don't want to get into a bidding war, all of that. But there is a chance he ends at Liverpool 100%. Don't listen to any reporter, my brother. Don't. It's true. We need a DM. And I want Ugarte. And he got that dog in him. Unlike other people who want Tyler Adams. But thank you so much, Ryan, man. I appreciate you. And listen, we're going to be back in an hour from now, and in under an hour, actually, to do the Milan Derby watch-along. Come tune in for that. This is football heritage. We will see who will make the Champions League final. Everyone watching this right now, please do not forget to slap the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Before you exit the video, like the video, subscribe to This Is Football. Special shout out, Selection, Tyler, not Adams, Jones, Balaji, Red Pill, Faceless London, Nidal, as always, supporting the channel. Love you, brother. Big up to Felipe, as always. Amin, as always. And Ryan, our MVP. Big up to you guys, man. Love you all for sending in super chats. Love you all for liking, subscribing, all my lovely people. And we will come back. Thank you, Gori. We will come back, inshallah, for the Milan Derby watch along. We've got plenty of content coming your way, which is why you need to hit that notification bell. See you guys back in an hour, or under an hour, actually, guys. And yeah, peace out.